So let's rediscover Platinum Baryta and let's talk about why it is still one of our favourite papers here at Fotospeed. Well, hello and welcome to this Fotospeed video with me, Tim Jones. Today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be talking about the amazing Platinum Baryta and why it has stood the test of time and is still one of our most favourite papers in our range. But before we start and look at this amazing paper, please don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed YouTube channel. Just click that subscribe button in the bottom right. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fotospeed newsletter to keep up to date with all the news from here at Fotospeed and also to get exclusive discounts as well. Also, if you haven't already, download the Fotospeed Art of Printing, the free ebook from us here at Fotospeed, covering everything from switching on your printer to profiles, to bookmaking, to framing, to mounting, and everything in between as well. So just visit photospeed.com and click on the link to download the free ebook from us called The Art of Printing. Okay, so let's look at Platinum Baryta. Okay, so Platinum Baryta, it has been a paper that has been around and part of our range for a good number of years now. And it is still in our range because it is one of our top sellers. So it's also part of the signature range. So it is John Swannell's signature paper. So I wanted to do this video to kind of have a look at why Platinum Baryta is a firm favourite of many people, and also if you were looking at a paper, why Platinum Baryta is the perfect fine art paper to use in your own work, because it covers such a wide range of subjects, be it black and white, be it mono, be it colour. It just covers absolutely everything. And I've got some lovely prints you probably see on here the table, but I'm going to kind of go through these and talk about why Platinum Baryta works. And really, to be honest, you can kind of throw absolutely anything at it and it just seems to work really well, be it for black and white, but also for colour as well. Now, Platinum Baryta, traditionally, the way we have looked at Platinum Baryta and have marketed Platinum Baryta is as a black and white paper. Now, this reason being is the Baryta part of the title of this paper comes from the darkroom. So Baryta means basically the paper has bromide sulfate in, which is an ingredient that was used in darkroom papers to basically make the paper a little bit brighter, so it gives nice punchy highlights, but also to intensify the blacks as well. So for black and white papers, that is absolutely fantastic. Now, this works by a very thin Baryta or bromide sulfate layer being put in between the paper base and also the top, the receiving layer, we call it, like the inkjet receiving layer that the ink kind of sticks to and dries to. And this helps to intensify things. It's a little bit like OBAs, but also a little bit different to OBAs as well in the way it works, and it's quite subtle in the way it works. So it makes the papers also fully archival as well. So with OBAs, you get that evaporation. As far as I understand, with Baryta, you don't get that so much. So it's a really nice option. Now, Platinum Baryta is a semi-gloss type of paper or a darkroom gloss. It has a really lovely smooth texture as well, and it's also 300 grams as well. And it's also approved by the Fine Art Trade Guild, so it is fully archival. It's been tested for light fastness and fade resistance and things like that. Also, it's pH neutral as well, so it's absolutely amazing paper. Contains no OBAs either, but it does contain that Baryta to kind of counteract that, so absolutely fantastic. Now that's kind of what the paper is, and you can read that on our website. But what do things look like on this paper? I think that's the most important thing when we're looking at choosing a paper. And what's the most important thing is actually how the prints come out. So let me just put this one to one side. I have an array of prints here that I've printed. Some colour, some black and white. I've kind of got some fashion portraits here. I've kind of got some landscapes. I've got street photography, wildlife, be it a big elephant or a lovely owl here as well. And I've got some coloured landscapes and also kind of a bit of a street, but almost a still life, to be honest, in here. And the one thing that strikes me with Baryta, now I'm not just saying this because I work for Fotospeed and I think this is a wonderful paper and things. However, I think that what strikes me initially is just the varied kind of subject matter here. And they're not all bright, vibrant colours. There's some quite subtle kind of pastel colours here. There's some strong black and whites with quite high contrast. But then there's also quite heavy kind of mid-tone kind of pictures here. And also with this kind of fashion shot here, I mean, there is contrast in it. However, there is a lot of grey in there as well, and it handles it really, really well and just prints beautifully. When I'm printing my own work, which is very high contrast and very kind of grainy, and I go for that film look and things, then I look at NST bright whites and platinum gloss art fibres and such, but I just keep coming back to Baryta. It just does what it says on the tin, and no hassle, I think, is the thing. I think it's a paper that you can put in the printer, and no matter what is on your screen, you can press print and you will get a good print out of the printer. If it's an exceptional print, that's kind of argument and speculation, I suppose, but I think it is absolutely great. I think if your image is good enough, this paper will do it justice. I mean, I've got this lovely picture of this elephant here, and I did a very quick conversion. It was actually kind of a golden hour kind of shot, and I did a very quick conversion in Silver Effects and got this lovely print. It looks great. It just looks really, really nice, lovely and neutral. And this is printed with the black and white mode of the printer. I use the Canon Pro 1000 today to do all these prints, and they look fantastic. The smoothness of the paper as well really kind of helps. So you can mount it quite nicely, and you can do certain things with it, and it looks really, really nice. I mean, this scene here, it's a great shot anyway, which helps, and it almost looks with the depth in here as well. Now, I should say the Baryta content also helps to intensify those blacks, like I said at the start, and it also helps to increase Dmax, which is the deepness of the black as well. So we get these lovely kind of silky blacks with this paper because of the slight sheen to it. And it just suits things very, very nicely. It just works, to be honest. And sometimes that's what you need in a paper. You need something that's just going to work and is going to give you good results without too much input, without kind of agonizing over something. Is that texture too much? Is it not? Baryta, it's a nice smooth paper and it will work really well. So if you've got kind of our PF Luster or Photo Smooth Pearl, then Baryta is the next logical step. And I think that you'll have a slight increase in depth and detail in it as well because of that Baryta content. I mean, I love this landscape here, or seascape, whatever you want, beach shot, whatever you want to call it. It just works really, really nicely. And it's just kind of that lovely sheen of the paper as well. Hopefully you can see that on camera. Has worked really, really well. Baryta needs a good custom profile made with it, and away you go, to be honest. The black and white mode of the printer works great as well, and it is just a really nice paper. Holds detail perfectly. In this shot here with the owls, we can actually see all the lovely detail of just down on the feathers here. Just worked really, really nicely. And this, just this little wisp of grass here is perfectly in focus and captured with the depth of field and things, but it's pin sharp and the paper has held that. Now, absolutely lovely. And it's just got, I say it's smooth, but it does just have a very, if you just catch it in the right light, it does just have this tiny little bit of something there. Not too distracting, a little bit like the pearl, but not too distracting, but also really, really nice. So enough of me kind of talking about Baryta and gushing over it, to be honest. Hopefully you can see by these massive array of pictures that it can kind of do everything and is an absolutely fantastic paper to use. It's my go-to, I have to say, when I'm absolutely agonizing over something and I want a semi-gloss type of paper, perhaps for some of my street work, then I can just go, just print it on Baryta. Push for time a little bit, perhaps. No, it doesn't happen a lot. I usually say to people when they ask me, which two papers would you have? I'd probably say the Platinum Baryta and the NST Bright White. So I've kind of got the best of both worlds in there. If I wanted a matte paper that could deliver some nice high contrast kind of bold color, the NST Bright White's going to do that because it's got that high white point for me. But first I would always try it on Baryta because it's just a fantastic kind of paper to use and works really, really nicely. I mean, just this street shot here, it just suits it. It feels like those darkroom papers as well we used to use. It feels like those fibre-based papers you used to get from Ilford and Agfa and such. It feels great. It's lovely and smooth and just works. So if you haven't already, give it a go. Get one of our test packs. It's in our Fine Art Glossy test pack along with Platinum Gloss Art Fibre and Legacy Gloss. So well worth, all those papers are fantastic, but the Baryta is well worth trying as well. Okay, so I hope that's given you a big overview of what Baryta can be and what it is and how you can use it and the varied ways you can use it as well with all these lovely prints. So I'll leave it there. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And also don't forget to sign up to our newsletter for exclusive discounts and to keep up with all the news from us here at Fotospeed. And also don't forget to download the Fotospeed Art of Printing, the free ebook from us here at Fotospeed. And on that note, don't forget that we release a new video every Thursday on the Fotospeed YouTube channel. So until next Thursday, bye-bye.